Singing my life with his words, killing me softly with this song, killing me softly.
Welcome to Nostalgia, Komrade. Today we are looking at Rocky IV. Like most later installments, Rocky IV is a complete degrade of the Rocky franchise. Even though I was never a fan of the original movie, because I don't find boxing spectacular, even I can see that the movie is a mess. Anyway, it involves a Russian athlete, so I'm here to point out Kranberries. Russian invade US sports? It's more like foreigners invade US Hollywood. Look, most prominent movie stars of the 80s and the 90s are either German or Italian. Why is he wearing a uniform? The athletes from the Central Russian Army team, CSKA, don't wear a uniform to sporting events, so why he does? The interface is a mess. The pulse is spelled with the wrong letter, and the other looks like press blood instead of blood pressure. The cardiogram is just copied from a dictionary, complete with a stress symbol. Look how a vowel is stressed, not a consonant. As I said in my GoldenEye review, Russian is vowel-based, opposed to a consonant-based English. Why does the Russia crew has Adidas uniform? I don't know what they meant by this abbreviation. Drago is by no means a Russian name. The sign says military district. It sounds as stupid in Russian as it does in English. The Krasnogurbinskaya village is located in Los Angeles, USA, at a movie studio. If not, it doesn't exist at all. The sign reads Airline Russia, an airline. Just one, young, free and single. The flag with a blue stripe is the flag of the Soviet Republic. Why the car is a Mercedes? Soviet Union produced its own VIP cars, this is a ZIL, and it looks different. The only place where long-haired old men exist in Russia are monasteries. Why the interface is English now? Was this device a free bonus to those two German cars? Decorating everything in red is stupid and was never done. The saw is obviously product placement. Russians typically cut wood with a body. You can't just cut any tree you like in Russia. You must get a permission. Unauthorized logging may result in serious fines, especially during Soviet era. Open fire furnace is not typical at all. It's a waste of heat. A typical Russian oven looks like this. Russian interface should be Russian again. A red punching bag? It's just over the top. Toughware equipment in Soviet Russia is out of the question.
No, Ivan is naturally trained.
What's the IPO for then? Gonna send me to sleep?
Oh no, nothing of the sort.
Vitamins will it be then?
Something like that.
Why are there so many people in uniform? Even though Soviet Union was notorious for being filled with KGB counter-spies, they mingled with the crowd. Why the stars? The star was a symbol of Soviet Army, not Soviet Union. Okay, Marx, Engels, some bald guy, Lenin. The classic would be only 3 of them. I just remembered a joke, which happened in real life. For very first real boxing match between USA and Soviet Union, Americans provided a black boxer. And the Russian commentator said, you can distinguish the American sportsman by his red shorts.
Eat my shorts.
The names are spelled correctly, but the fight versus part has mistakes. The inscription says, hi to the competition participants. His Russian is perfect. They spelled time like in 1 time, 2 time, 6 time instead of round.
2 times, 3 times, 2 times, 3 times, 2 times, 3 times, more and more, 2 times,
Also, they seem to use a digit 3 instead of letter Z. In fact, A Soviet trucks manufacturer, KAMAZ, had to change the last letter to a Latin one to avoid being called Kama 3 during the Paris-Dakar rally. I guess that's enough Kranberries. This completes this review. See you next time.